and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess, should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Let's give a big shout out to Tony Walker.
Tony Walker, who's a friend of mine.
Tony Walker!
Tony Walker!
Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker! Thank you so much, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Walker. Our favorite. We love you.
Knock 'em dead. Comedy show.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Thanks for joining us here today. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show live on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. Wherever you're watching from, we appreciate the support. We ask that you share the link and, to all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. I know the camera angle is far off because I'm fixing the close-up angle, so bear with me. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show, we're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York, and we have some legends with us today, baby. But I'm not sure.
If he is talking about me, I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not talking about me, that's for sure.
Frank is a legend.
Not me.
No, Frank's not a legend. There's no way I pump my brother up like that.
Nice.
No, it's just not happening. All right. Let me see. I got that. Hang on. Bear with me a second. The camera angles got messed up somehow. Hang on. Let me fix that. Let me do this. All right, I'm almost set. As you guys are, like I said, we're on Facebook and YouTube, but please, if you'd like to comment throughout the show and hang out with us, maybe request a song or something, please do so on the YouTube feed, because that is where we monitor the comments, on the YouTube feed. All right, good enough. Here we go. Nice close-up shots. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank is here, of course, because it's Thursday. Joining us right over there in the other seat. The new album just came out in June, if I'm not mistaken. The Kerry Kearney Band, ladies and gentlemen. Kerry Kearney is here, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, let me thank you for pronouncing my name properly.
Yeah.
I'm always screaming, Kearney!
Don't thank me too much, because I've known who you are for a long time. I've followed your career to a certain extent, because I'm a big blues guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I did think until yesterday, after years and years. In fact, even yesterday when I promoted the show, I said, we got a great guest tomorrow. We got Kerry Kearney. And then last night, doing my research, I was like, son of a bitch, it's Kearney. I had no idea. So, well, who do we have to yell at? Who spelled your name this way? I've never seen that way.
It's funny. There's an E omitted in New Jersey. It's Kearney. It's Kearny. And people all say Kearney, New Jersey.
Oh, do they?
But my name, for some reason, they keep saying Kearney. It's basically the same thing.
Don't give New Jersey credit, though. They don't get a lot right over there.
We were just in Atlantic City, actually.
Oh, yeah?
My birthday was yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, happy
65.
birthday.
65, I don't look a day over 64.
There you go.
But you see, tell it to somebody that's 95 years old. They love that.
Hey,
they were 94.
You're 95. You want to be 96. It's that simple.
There you go.
Wow. You want me to? No, your wife is here. But should I call strippers for your birthday? Like, how are we celebrating? What did you guys do to celebrate?
We went to the ocean. The Ocean Casino. It was great. We gamble a little bit, and by doing that, I mean slightly. I'm not a really big gambler, but they always give you free rooms, so we get a free room all the time.
Nice.
We go down like for one day. We go hang out
because you play there or something.
What do you mean? No. I gamble a little bit.
No, but I'm saying, but why do they give you the free room? Because you're
when you take the card, you get your card, you put it in, and you spend a certain amount of money when you're gambling. Like I'm just sitting there,
I see.
Slots.
Okay.
And they end up giving you something like the next month they send you a free room.
Oh, nice.
So pretty cool.
So you did that for the birthday?
Yeah.
Nice.
We do it like a couple of times a year.
Okay.
Fun,
Very cool. And that's a nice way to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And
great.
Your own private room. Bow. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice, June. Proud of you.
Is somebody else in this room with us? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. Was that? I mean, you don't want to be on camera, but it's all right that I
it's fine.
mention you and talk to you. Okay. All right. Cool.
No,
yeah. June is with us. She's cool. We were talking to her while you were in the bathroom.
Okay.
Like I would love to actually have you on because you've been in the music business too, but you don't. No, I'm not pressure. I'm just saying that we're enjoying you being here. That's my point. Okay.
She's got stories.
I bet.
I heard things.
A little bit.
Is that how you guys met? Because through music?
Kind of. I was playing. How did we meet anyway? I don't even remember. It's been so many years ago.
I went to Mardi Gras and I saw you on Casey's show.
Oh, okay.
And I had played with all these really great musicians.
Wait.
Yeah.
We're on camera. Have a really good story.
Make it up.
Really
Make something up.
I was laying in the street somewhere and you CBGBs and you picked me up.
Yeah,
you saw him on stage. You're like, I have to have him.
Yeah. There you go.
The Kerry Kearney Band on...
Oh!
What?
Kearney.
Did I say Kearney?
You said
That's
Kearney.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Kerry The Kearney Band. Damn it, sorry about that. On Paradiddle Records. This album just came out this summer. Pick it up, and you have a few. You have several. You have what, 6 or 7 albums that I'm aware
20,
of.
20.
Oh my
20
goodness!
Nice. Some of them are compilations. Some of them just like
right,
greatest hits
yeah.
crap, whatever you want to say. I put them together, and people will buy the new one and say, "Oh, this is great new one," and they'll listen to it and say, "I think I heard this before."
Right, yeah.
I'm like, so what else can I think? I keep doing that. So if I keep going like this, it's not because of Coke. It's because I have really, really bad allergies. If I take an allergy pill, I'll be sleeping while you're.
You and me both. I used to go twice a week. I would get 5 allergy shots.
Oh man, I need
per
that.
visit. Well, the first time I did it, it worked beautifully. Mm-hmm. Then I had cancer, and it kind of like the chemo and everything just wiped my immune system. Mm-hmm. So the allergies all came back. So I went back for the shots to a girl that you ended up knowing. I don't remember her name. She was awful and ended up making me sick like crazy. Yeah, there.
Sorry, a delay a little bit, is it?
Yeah, it's like 30, 40-second delay on that screen. You did mention before we went on the air that you were talking to Frank, and you said you've been clean since high school. Is that what you said?
Since yes, when I was 17, I stopped. Actually, July 4th, 1978.
Was
I remember the day.
Is it all right that we're talking about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Was there an incident on July 4th, 1978, or
you know
you just got drunk? You're like, I'm done.
I was coming to the point. I mean, for people out there that are that do drink and this and that, my brother was an alcoholic before, and my parents, the whole thing, like things in the 50s and stuff. But
I stopped. I haven't done anything since high school either. That's why I found it interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't touched anything since high school.
But it's interesting because my brother asked me one day. He says, "Do you ever wake up? Do you ever go to sleep and then an hour later you wake up totally straight after you've been drunk?" I'm like, "Yeah, a couple of times." He goes, you got to stop." He told me. I knew then. I was like, "Yeah, something's wrong." So what I do is I'd shake and I'd get a little wacky. The only thing that stopped me shaking was to drink again. So that was it. So I thought to myself, well, I loved smoking at the time. Smoking pot, whatever,
sure,
all that stuff. But I decided to myself, if I keep doing that, I'll keep drinking and vice versa. And I stopped smoking cigarettes. And as soon as you crack open a beer, it's you get a cigarette pretty much. So I had to do it all at the same time.
And it must have been hard as a musician to stay away from that stuff.
As a young person with peer pressure with friends. I mean, everybody's going to parties. I mean, everybody's coming of age.
See a band. It's like hand in hand almost.
And you can be. And back then, you were 18 when you can drink.
Oh, right.
So I stopped even before I was even of age.
Right.
So I lived when I was like 15 or 16 in a lot of ways, that whole thing like that. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I went through it. I kind of understand what it's like. I can talk to people about all that stuff, you know what I mean?
Sure, right.
Because I wouldn't want to go through life thinking that I never did it before and telling somebody maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't preach to anybody about doing it or not.
Right.
It's funny, every year, a couple times a year I'll have Old Duels, a fake beer. Now they have the Heineken. It tastes really, really good.
Yeah.
I love the taste of beer, but obviously I haven't done it. But what I'll do is I'll crack open that bottle on 4th of July when I stopped, and I'll toast to everybody. And they're all drinking, and I'm drinking my fake beer. Here you go.
Right.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
So it's fun. But
yeah. Did you find it weird at that age? Like you said, mentioned peer pressure. Like, did a lot of
I
kids
lost
not
a lot of
accept
friends.
you? Yeah.
A lot of friends came back years later. And they, I practiced my guitar a lot actually. Time that was my kind of like my therapy, which is really great.
Sure.
And but it was hard because I had really bad anxiety too. So here we go, the whole thing now. But my anxiety was really
we'll change the subject in 2 seconds.
And that would cure my anxiety by getting drunk.
Okay.
But then at the same time, when I didn't drink, was the anxiety's even worse. So it's really bad.
Okay.
And now as I got older, I find sugar is bad for anxiety. Caffeine is bad for anxiety. I mean, having 3 or 4 cups of coffee, forget about it.
Right.
Why you have anxiety for? Well, you drinking a pot of coffee.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
But some of the things as you get older, is you learn different ailments and blah blah blah. Like, I mean, it's funny. The side of my bed looks like the lady on the Little Rascals with all my bottles, stuff I take. I'm like, do you take a lot of stuff? No, I'm healthy. Believe me. And here it is. There's 50 bottles of blood pressure medication and freaking diabetic medication. It's,
well, and actually, speaking of which, what do we have here? What's going on?
This right here?
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Well,
this is a, what do you call it? A
potion.
It's a potion, number 9. Be careful, I'll be kissing you guys later.
Yeah, right.
No, but it's it's
Happy
called
birthday.
Noon. It's called Noon. There's a plug for you. It's hydration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go. I'm on diuretics with my blood pressure,
okay.
so
Right.
it's if you ever feel dehydrated before, it's really a lot of fun. And this is a slide for my guitar.
Oh, that's the slide. Okay.
Porcelain slide, actually.
Right.
Very nice. But there you go. It's a little case.
Oh, that's the case for it.
That's
Okay.
a little case again.
All right. So before we went on the air,
Okay.
we were talking, and we mentioned Frank's a musician. I'm not, but I'm a big fan. Like I'm a Clapton fanatic. I'm a Beatle fanatic. Billy Joel. Now you have the slide there. You said it's porcelain. Does it? If you use I've seen people use beer bottles. Like there's all sorts of different types of tools, so to speak, that they use for slide.
Right.
Why is that? Is that for effect, or is it just a preference thing, or do they all sound the same, or will you use that for one song and then something else for slide for a different song?
Very
Well,
good
thanks.
question. I'll try to answer.
Okay, that's why you're here.
When I first heard slide,
Yeah.
I heard Dwayne Allman play slide, obviously.
Sure.
Actually. And he used a Coricidin bottle, Coricidin medicine bottle, okay? Now, at the time, I started playing guitar when I was about 10, so that was 1970. So he already, I heard the company sent them a whole big box of them, without the medicine, obviously.
Yeah, right.
So one day, they used to make glass slides. I think it was Pyrex used to make them for them, and a couple companies.
Okay.
That were shaped like this, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it has a nice smooth sound to it. It's really, really cool. There are also metal slides, like Johnny went to play like a copper slide or a brass slide that you cut off of all pipe. It's got a little more gritty sound to it. There's no really right way or wrong way. It's like your own preference of what's going on.
Yeah.
I have a really big slide collection home of everything you can think of. I have Coricidin bottles, original. And that was what I was going to get to, actually, is that I went up and bought one of those bottles. It was like $5 for the medicine in it, you know what I mean?
Right.
My brother said to me, he goes, "What are you, crazy? I mean, you go to the store and buy a fake one for like $2, back then." So I was like, "No, I like it, da-da-da." Years go on. That slide today is about $200.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's hard to find. They don't make me.
Okay.
Like that. But I mean, I have it just. I don't play it much. I have it because Dwayne had it. I kind of like that. But this was actually given to me by a guy from England. He saw me online one day. I think he heard some stuff, and he said, "Can I send you some slides?" I'm a slide guy. So I don't remember his name though. But this is it. I love it. But it's got a nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a little demo.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll give you a little demo of it. If you're home, this is in G. Want to jam along? There you go.
That was cool right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I love that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has a very smooth tone to it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is like there's no right way or wrong way. You have guys like Son House. He's an old blues guy from the 1920s.
Yeah.
He's very gritty. And it's actually, he's out of tune a little bit. But that's what it is. I remember seeing Mike Bloomfield when I was young.
Sure.
And I was about 16 or so. I went to Bottom Line to see him. And my brother, when I went home, my brother goes, "How was the show?" And I'm like, "It's good, but his slide playing sounded, kind of wacky to me, like gritty." He goes, "No, it's supposed to be like that." I was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
And so I started listening to it, and I realized that's what it is. It's that kind of thing like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, even John Lennon used to say that he would, I don't know what string, but something would be slightly out of tune, so that way if he heard it, he would know it was him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what string? You know what I'm talking about?
I think it might have been the G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third up, like right in the middle.
And then, like, you guys, would you be able to pick that up too? Like, is that Lennon? Like, oh yeah, I can tell because the G string's a little.
Now that
loud.
he said that, yeah, then it stands out more.
Does it? Yeah.
When I hear it, yeah.
Okay.
I can get technical, but I don't. We only have an hour and a half or whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
But years ago, there was this is called a wound third string. Anybody guitar out there? This is a wound third, right? Now, in our modern day, we have unwound thirds for electric guitar.
Okay.
Now, the way that it's designed, it's got to be a certain way for it to sound. I have it kind of adjusted so these two are the same. That's the harmonic, 12th fret.
Right.
That should all sound the same, pretty much. So what's the matter is when you put a wound third on that with modern guitar, it's a little bigger, the string. So the way it's designed, it goes off a little bit.
Okay.
So when he was playing, he probably had a wound third back in the 60s.
Right.
Third string. And in that case, the way it's set up, he would have to set up a certain way. If not, it's going to be a little bit off.
Yeah.
Tiny
Okay.
bit. So it's one of those kind of things like that.
Oh, that's wild.
We're going to have a pop quiz in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, really.
Which I will fail.
Yeah.
That's great.
But that's it's just it's just technical things.
Yeah, right.
No, I love that stuff.
Absolutely.
I have a loyal family of viewers, and I always apologize to them because I'll geek out on music quite often. In fact, yesterday you talking about Clapton and stuff. I was talking about Bobby Whitlock yesterday because we just lost Bobby last week. And I actually mentioned, and I don't think anybody watching had any idea who Bobby Whitlock was, but I mentioned it anyway. And I was actually upset because he was suffering from cancer, if I'm not mistaken, a good year or two. But just before he got sick, I had some conversations with him about coming on this show. And I was like, so I missed the boat. I missed it. But, yeah, I would have loved that. You mentioned Allman. Derek and the Dominoes, one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yes,
incredible.
That reminds me of a really quick story. I'll tell you. My brother, he played a lot, young. He's a lot older than I am, actually. Not a lot older, but he's the one who first started playing guitar as when I was a little kid. And he actually built my guitars I play live.
Nice.
He's a guitar builder.
Wow.
And when I was about 11 or so, I remember playing guitar. He wouldn't really teach me anything when I was younger, my brother. He was funny. I was a young kid, a lot of those kind of things. I'm sure you guys did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had all the jokes, but he was like, steal from me.
Yeah, no.
Totally.
But I had the Layla album on, and Have You Ever Loved a Woman was on there. And I was playing along with it, trying to play along, trying to figure out riffs. He took the needle off, and he says, hold on a second. And he put on B.B. King Live at the Regal. Okay?
Yep.
And I said, wow, it sounds like Eric. And he goes, no, Eric sounds like him.
Right.
And that was like literally, it was the whole life-changing experience.
Right.
Hearing that, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that's it. And what I did was, I realized that if I went back and listened to what Eric listened to, and Jimmy Page and Beck, and Dwight Allman, that I would get their education.
Right.
Instead of me getting it second-fold, you know what I mean?
So,
right. But it was an amazing thing, but that whole thing like that. And the whole thing, that's what I'm saying about the Layla album with Whitlock. I always loved it. He's got a huge discography of what he did.
Oh, yeah. But totally underrated.
With George Harrison.
Yeah. Delaney and Bonnie.
Delaney and Bonnie, with Dave Mason, that whole section of people right there with Leon Russell, and all that stuff.
The Mad Dogs,
all that stuff is amazing. How great it is.
Yeah.
But he was always great. I love his voice too.
Yes.
When he got those in between Clapton, back and forth.
Right. Oh, man, that's his voice you hear on Layla backing him up.
Yeah.
Thorn Tree in the Garden is him on lead vocal.
Great. I put that up actually. The day he died, I put that up.
Yeah. What a great album.
I love it.
And arguably, one of the most underrated people. Most people don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he was around a lot. Yeah. And an interesting story, too, because in the late 70s, he walked away. He gave up the music business, walked away completely, didn't come back for about 20 years, and then, made a living. He did his thing.
Another guy, Paul Carrick.
Oh, love Paul Carrick.
All right, with Squeeze, and people know him with his own band.
Right.
Mike and the Mechanics.
Yeah.
I went to see Clapton maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And actually, June took me. And I'm kind of far back. I'm kind of like, hanging out in Madison Square Garden. And guy playing keyboard, great.
Yeah.
Didn't sing, didn't do anything. Just Clapton, usually he does stuff.
Right.
I realized afterwards they mentioned his name. It was Paul Carrick.
Yeah.
Playing with him.
Right.
His backing thing.
Yeah.
That's another guy. But people don't know what's going on.
Right.
And what a voice.
Oh,
my
incredible.
God, it's amazing. He's great.
And he's another interesting guy to me because since the late 90s, he's managed himself. He's not on a record label.
Right.
He just puts out his own stuff and just does it all. And he's making it happen. But what a voice! He's another one I tried to get in here.
Oh, Paul.
I had actually some conversations then, and even that, I'm like, I can't believe I'm even talking to this guy, even though he's saying no to doing the show. But what a voice!
It's funny you say about saying no. Well, it never really got back to me though. I saw that he looked at it, and it was Mick Taylor.
Oh, nice.
My keyboard player, I play it once in a while. David Benny Cohen. He just turned. I think happy birthday, to David. He just turned like 84. He was with Country Joe and the Fish. He was the keyboard player for them, right? So I met him through the Blue Circle and stuff. So we did a lot of stuff together. He's not on the new album. He's on a couple albums I've done. But anyway, he'd done about 3 or 4 albums with Mick Taylor. So I was trying to get him to my. I live on off the beach, there's a beach bar where I live that all my community goes to, and I wanted to get him down, Mick Taylor, to come down and play a show with me.
Nice.
Now I know that he plays. If he's listening out there, he does like little blues places. He's not.
Right.
He got out of the whole big, Stones thing, obviously, a long time ago.
Right.
So he'll play like smaller places, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if I could charge maybe $20, get 100 people in there, I give him $1,000. Well, I'm trying to think,
Right.
would you do it for that? Maybe playing an hour and a half. So always little scenarios. And I wrote to him. I said, how you doing? I'm a friend of David Benicone. I know you did an albums with you. If you were in town, if you're in America again, I'd like to get in contact with you, maybe about doing something. Da, da, da. I know he saw it, but he didn't. He didn't get back to me a while ago.
Just see, but that bothers me. Just at least take 2 seconds. Thank you very much, Mr. Kearney. I unfortunately won't be able to make it. Something. I hate when people just ignore. I don't like that. And I've had plenty of people.
Well, Frank's tried to get me on the show for about 6 years now.
I know, and we've been motherfucking you like crazy.
Frank, hold on. Let me put him up. I'll disguise myself. Get on this crazy show.
Who are you people?
Let me finally shut this guy up. I'll do it.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, I've had plenty of guys. What bothers me even more is some of them will say yes. We set a date, and they don't show up.
Oh.
Like, what's his name did that? Who's the guy that used to play with James Lee Stanley? Do you know who that is? James Lee Stanley. He's played with Robbie Krieger a little bit. He's done a lot of work with Peter Tork when Peter Tork was alive. Did a lot with him.
I have a story about him too, but go ahead.
Oh, really? But same thing. We went. Who did we see?
Stephen Wright.
Oh, all right. This guy, really?
He was opening for him.
And this guy, James Lee Stanley, opened up. This is what, in the late 80s?
Yeah, late 80s.
But we loved this guy. We're like, and we bought some albums, and I bought some albums since I, was keeping track of them, and I was like, I'll get him on the show. And, we set a date, and I was here waiting for him. Son of a bitch never showed. To this day, no apology, no nothing. I'm like, all right, screw you, James Lee Stanley. And I won't listen to his music anymore. And Ray Wilson, the last singer for Genesis. Him too.
That was recently.
He said, that was just a few months ago. He set a date with me too, and then didn't show up. But the album with Genesis flopped. So take that, Ray Wilson.
There you go. We're showing the love today.
That's right. What's your Peter Tork story?
I lived in California. I went out there. That's a whole other story. But I used to play with a famous singer. I was with him for 5 years. Marty Ballin of Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
We were together. And I went out there with a band that was here. I was about 25, 26 at the time. And I was all ready to become a policeman, actually.
Yeah, that's in my notes.
Oh, you got it right. Okay.
You were almost a cop. But but Marty Ballin kind of saved you from that.
What happened was, I went out there and to play before them. We opened up for a thing at the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco. It was a Toys for Tots benefit. Mm-hmm. So I brought my band out there. And a friend of mine was a roadie for them. Like, he was a road manager for Hot Tuna and a lot of bands that were out there at the time. And so I went out there and played, and Marty said, after I played, he comes up to me and goes, wow, great guitar player. I thought he was being nice. Like, I didn't really think of it.
Yeah, sure. Playing the game.
So she started, you want to tell the story? She heard the story 3,000 times.
You just woke up from her nap.
Yeah, that's it. Wash my nose. I don't do coke. The bubbly kind, but otherwise.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what happened was I was having a bad relationship back here, and about a month before I was going to the academy, a friend of mine called me, the guy that lived there, and he said, why don't you come out for like about a week? Just I'll get you out here. Just get on a plane. So that night, actually, I went down. I walked on, into whatever.
But bad relationship, and you weren't looking forward to being a cop? Like you were doing it? But
it was one of those things where I was at a time in my life that I was a photographer for a while, a couple of different things, and I'm like, I think it's time I just settle down like that. Let me do this. I'll get married, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the usual stuff. So what I did was I ended up getting on a plane, going out there, and Marty Ballin owned, here we go, Bill Champlin. Bill Champlin used to own an old church in San Anselmo, California. It's north of San Francisco.
Right.
There's San Rafael. It's all Grateful Dead, place.
Yeah.
A lot of like psychedelic bands, They, in other words, they became like rich hippies. And they moved to the suburbs, beautiful in the mountains, you know what I mean? So
Laurel Canyon stuff?
No, that's down further. That's down in LA. That's outside LA.
Okay.
And it's in the mountains of San Francisco, like right, in the north. So anyway, I get there, and Bill Champlin originally owned the place.
Okay.
Okay. The Sons of Champlin, that was the band.
Yeah.
So then Marty bought it as a rehearsal hall. This old church built in 18-something, whatever. It survived the 1906 earthquake and everything. It's an old wooden place, really beautiful. So when you walk into the church, where all the pews used to be and all that stuff, and the altar was now a great big rehearsal place. I mean, it's like 50-foot ceilings. It's an amazing place. All came up. And so I got there, and he called Marty and said, listen, and Marty on it, like I said, a friend of mine took care of the caretaker. And he said, listen, that kid is here that you like. He goes, oh, cool. So he came over, we had a cup of coffee, and we're talking, blah, blah. He says, listen, if I come back tomorrow, you want to play, would you go over some songs with me? I said, I'd love to. I didn't think of anything, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
I was a fan. Like,
right, just enjoying yourself, yeah.
So he came back the next day. He brought up a little, like an old lady bag, little, one of those carpet bags. And inside it was all handwritten lyrics from the Jefferson Airplane. Like he handed me like a couple of from like Today, from like the Airplane albums, and and Miracles from the Starship. Like I was holding it actually in my hand that he wrote, handed I was like, oh, it's cool. Wow. He goes, you know this stuff? I'm like, I didn't really know it. So we went over together, played it. So we jammed, we were sitting on the couch. And so after about an hour of playing, he just said to me, he goes, listen, I'm going on tour for 3 months. You want to come with me? And I didn't even bat an eye. I was like, yeah, absolutely. No, you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
So, and it was a band from the area that he had all compiled for this thing. And he didn't go on tour. The last album he had out, it was called Lucky. And then before that, but it never really got out there. It was something to do with Geffen or somebody he had on, somebody he was on at the time. He had a big fight with them, and he didn't go out on tour. He owed them like all the money for the album.
Sure.
But before it was a song called Hearts. And he never toured that whole album. So we were going to tour that album, actually. Okay. It was a couple of years after it. Big blah, blah, blah. So for 3 weeks, I went home and said, listen, I said, girlfriend, I said, I'm going to California. See you later. Threw my stuff on a plane, went out there, and that was it.
Nice.
Sitting on the couch, blah, blah, blah. There's a couple things in between. But anyway, so we practiced 3 weeks. I learned about 60 songs of his.
Wow.
Da-da-da-da. I'm laying on the couch one day, and a big tour bus comes outside. And the guy walks in and says, Kerry, Kearney? I was like, yeah. He goes, let's go. So I got up, got my stuff together. He put all my gear on the thing. And I didn't come home for 5 years.
Wow.
That was it. Yeah.
Wow. And I bet every minute of it was awesome.
It was, at times I kind of pinched myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I came from like an area that I was photography. I was going to be like the police thing. And it was like, it was just a weird, like dream that I dreamt of to do it. It was great. After about three or 4 days of it, when you're on a tour bus, right? Every like 3 or 4 days we'd get a hotel, but we'd be sleep like 12 people. It's called the Eagle Coach.
Yep.
I had another story for you about that too. I don't know if I could even tell it because I might get freaking knows what. But
well, I'll show you my research. The guy who said, "Are you Kerry Kearney?" He was David Crosby's manager. Am I right?
Yes.
I do my research.
Yes, he was the guy driving our bus.
Right.
Actually.
I'm saying right.
I played every song that driver knew because I'd sit in the front. There's a seat up there. And we go through all the mountains, and then as we would travel, and I'd play song, he'd harmonize with me and stuff. It was a lot of fun, actually. Yeah. All night, I couldn't really sleep.
David Crosby is one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
Love David Crosby. Yeah. What a voice.
I love Lee Shore.
Lee Shore.
One of my favorite songs. Yeah. There's a great one of that on YouTube, in a BBC version of him and
just him and Graham.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
Fantastic. It's great.
Yeah. What a voice he had.
So we would do that blah, blah, blah. But after about 3 or 4 days of getting up, playing, I was like psyched up all night, drinking coffee, and I'd go to sleep. We had a sound check, play our gig, boom, boom. I'd be up all night drinking coffee. I was really, about 120 pounds at the time. And with Peter Frampton here, by the way.
Yeah, right.
So as I've seen you with the curl.
With hair, I've had wavy hair, but yeah,
the wavy.
We did not have Peter Frampton hair.
Oh.
Neither one of us. We had big, our hair grew this way. It was like bad Jew froze. Yeah. Good. We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Steve. Can you hear me? I'm on a podcast.
Hi, Steve.
Go on a podcast. Here, tell him where to go.
Steve. Is there a speaker on this thing?
Yeah,
How old is this phone?
Hold
on, Steve. Hold on.
If this thing had a dial, I'd even like it even better. Hold on.
My goodness.
Hello?
Where are you?
Hold on. I'm on a podcast. Yeah. You can go on live right now and
Steve,
and
go to YouTube and type in Gov's Comedy Club Podcasts.
Govs.
Govs.
Okay.
Comedy Club Podcasts.
Okay. Gov's Comedy Club. Okay.
All right, so tell me when you're there.
Oh, wait. I got to get my...
You got to get your computer and type.
He's got to get his shorts up. He's on the ball.
Oh, jeez.
This is a comedy show, right?
What's that?
I got to get the telegraph key out.
The telegraph
telegraph
key
key.
out.
No, the other was, yeah, he has a phone older than that.
Oh, yeah. What? I don't know what's going on. If we got flip phones. You got guys selling telegraphs. I don't know what's going on here. Do I have to explain the internet to you? Is that what?
No. It's key. I wasn't ready for this. Okay, search. Okay, what am I typing in?
GOVS. So that's Govs. So that's. Oh, really? Wow.
Just from that.
Yeah. Gov's Comedy Club podcast. So go to Gov's Comedy Club podcast, and you'll either see it on the home screen or you might have to type. You might have to click on the live icon. What's that?
It says watching now. I guess I'm gonna set it live. Yeah.
All right. So I think so. You see. Yes, yes, we are talking to you right now.
Be careful what you say.
You can say. Oh, you got any dirt on Kerry?
Oh God. What kind?
Well, he toured with Marty Ballin and he knew David Crosby. There's got to be drugs and sex and rock and roll stories.
Nah, that's the only thing. He's no drinking, no drugs.
Yep, that's what he claims. Well, all right. Well, here's the big question, Steve. Steve, here's the big question. Who are you?
I'm the handler.
You're the handler. Oh, that sounds a little scared.
Not as in Chelsea handler.
So if I say anything off color, like you get the cement boots for me?
I don't know.
All right.
Hey, his last name's Romano. You never know about that stuff.
Oh, his last name is Romano. All right, yeah, that's. Steve, are you local? Oh, Rockaway. All right, yeah, you're not too far. I mean, come on in. You can sit and hang with Kerry, and June's here too.
Where are you?
We're in Levittown. Oh, come on! It's a half hour. Take a drive.
I got things to do. My day is filled.
His day is filled talking to some dope on an old phone. All right, I'll give you back to Kerry, and we'll go ahead. You guys can talk. We'll give you a minute.
All right, Steve, I'll talk to you later. Tune in. All right, bro, you got it.
Let me read some comments. Well, that's good. We got a viewer, so
awesome.
that was worth it. Let's see. So John is watching. Good morning, John. Good morning, Ann. And let's see. She missed the SpaceX rocket launch this morning because she fell asleep. Sorry about that, Ann. Yeah, did you guys hear about that? Like, you could actually see it here in New York, and some people thought it was a UFO.
I have a
see.
story about that too. Go ahead.
Oh,
little while.
Ann says she loves our Thursdays with Frank. He always brings amazing guests. So she says, hi, Frank, and hi, Kerry.
Hey, Ann.
Hi.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
John says, this is the most underrated podcast on the air, in my opinion. Thank you. Tony's show is the best of all of them. Wow, thanks, John. Appreciate that. Today, my wife woke up in the mood during breakfast and said, how hot she's feeling for me. I said, take your tits out of the coffee. That's a guy named Andrew Fremder. He comments stuff like that all the time. So you guys are now warned. Let's see. Andrea's watching. Hi, Andrea. She's down in Texas. Let's see. Fremder. The only thing that made the Beatles out of tune was Yoko opening her mouth. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see. Come on. All right, Fremder, I'll read this and get it over with because you always post this one. How about the Floyd Zeppelin tribute band called Roger Waters Plant? All the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, the doctor says, Eric, I think you have the Clapton.
Are you writing these down?
No, not at all. All right, this one's not bad. A diabetic musician who plays in the key of A1C. No. Okay. Kerry didn't like that one. Kerry didn't like that one. David Crosby's great, but they all eventually became stills. All right. And let's see. And then somebody named Folky Fest says, perfect. K on a comedy show. So you know who Folky Fest is?
Gail.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Gail
there.
runs the Folky. I was going to tell Frank about that, actually, when he's ready to jam again.
Oh, okay.
He's nice on the Folky Fest. I think.
So it's an event, the Folky Fest.
Yeah. She does it a couple times a year. Actually, on Sunday, I'm doing something called the Slide Dance Party over at Katie's in Smithtown.
Oh, nice.
And she's part of that too. She's
okay.
kind of put it together.
And you just did the Great South Bay Festival.
Yes, we did. That was a couple Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
On the Jam Band Day.
I love that festival. I haven't been there in a few years, but I saw some stuff online with that.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the girl singing Hound Dog with you?
That was Cameron Quinlan. She's on a new CD actually too.
Oh, okay.
She wrote a couple of tunes.
She's great.
And Cameron's fantastic. Yeah, she's great.
Kind of sexy.
She just turned 18.
Oh, all right,
She's
never
like
mind.
17 on this.
Oh my goodness.
She was underage on this album actually.
All right.
I got to put a little warning on that.
I'm in trouble, June. Did you hear? Oh my goodness. All right, never mind. I didn't know.
But yeah, she's great. She has if you look her up, Cameron Quinlan.
Okay.
She has a lot of pop stuff she does online. She does great. I think that she's a blues singer.
She sounded great. You guys did like the original version of Hound Dog, and she was great.
I'd love to have her, actually get a band together and do some stuff like that. I think she really would go really well.
Nice.
So it'd be good.
All right. Well, speaking of your band, let's give some shout outs here. Who's currently in your band and who's on the album?
Mario Staiano, he's on the drums, plays with everybody. Jerry Sorrentino, those two were once the backing, the meat and potatoes of Savoy Brown.
Oh wow!
They were with them for a while with Kim Simmons. Yeah, who passed away recently.
Mm-hmm.
Jack LaCitra, my good friend Jack, who I've been with him for I don't know how many years. Fantastic, a lot younger than I am, but he's got an old soul, and he's a great songwriter. He's got some really great stuff going. He's got a play out there that's going on right now.
Oh wow!
Blue Light Cafe, which is fantastic. He's doing a lot of that stuff. Nydia Liberty Mata. I don't think she's listening, but Liberty Nydia. She used to play with who did she play again? Thank you. With Laura Nero.
Wow!
I just turned 65 yesterday. That's why I need being around. But Laura Nero, she was in her band for like 20 years. From Cuba. Originally, she came here during the occupation, what was going on there with the revolution.
Yeah, sure.
She was a little kid.
Oh wow!
And she's fantastic. What a great player.
Sure.
And I met her through jazz circles, through Steve Adelson actually. The guy plays the stick.
I know
You know Steve?
Yeah, I know.
The stick player, fantastic. An impossible instrument. I always thought violin because there's no frets.
Right.
Or a horn. I don't even know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Right. And but this thing's the stick. It's a guitar neck, a thick guitar neck with 12 strings on it. 6 bass and 6 regular strings, and what you do is you play it like a piano. You play the bass part up here and the lead on this like this. It's impossible. By this guy, Emmett Chapman, in the '60s invented it, whatever. But I met through jazz circles with him. I met Nydia, which is really great. Bill Lifford, harmonica, been playing with him, fantastic. You know Bill.
Bill is great.
A lot of guys they're guest stuff too. Like that, and Cameron, like I said, we have to come and sing a couple of tunes, which is great. It's interesting making a CD. I was going to say album again. That's why I have a flip phone, because I have the albums. But the thing is, I had about 4 years ago, we were in the studio doing stuff, and it just kind of went by the wayside. All this information I had, all this on tape or on tape. There we go again.
Yeah.
On computer. So all the tunes we were writing. So I ended up. Bill from Paradiddle Records. He came to me and he asked me if I would come and play on a compilation album for Bob Dylan. Right. So I said that's great. Another one for Warren Zevon too. And so I did a couple things, and I said to him, listen, I have all this material. Would you like to get together and do something? He says, absolutely, let's get together. So we did.
Nice.
So he put the CD out for us, which is great. We put it together. Bill Herman. And I didn't forget your name. I'm on too much caffeine right now. Seriously, I turned 65 yesterday. Or was it 64? 67? Whatever. I can't remember how old I am anymore. So what happened was, so we did that, and that's what put it out. And in doing that, it's great. And on his compilations, he does these great. You go out to paradiddlerecords.com. It's there somewhere if you can see it. Yeah. But it's go on to that. And he has a lot of compilations he does with a lot of musicians from the island that are on.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Pretty cool.
That's great.
So, but that's pretty much the whole thing. And we're hitting the charts, which is funny. We're number 26. We were in the International Blues big blues chart, whatever. And college radio, we're on like number 12 or whatever.
Oh, wow.
On the whole national thing. So
That's
it's pretty
cool.
good. So, you know what that means? You know, for monetary purposes?
Oh, for monetary purposes, it means
absolutely
shit.
nothing.
Yeah.
It means, can you lend me some?
Yeah,
That's what it is. That's exactly what it means. But you know, it's one of those things where the more publicity you get, regardless of what it is, to get it out there. I mean, blues is, you know, it's basically, you know, it's a little step above jazz in a certain sense of getting it out there and being able to play somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
sure.
like so. I mean, the amount of, you know, if you put a jazz album out, you could probably make the charts if you're any good because there's nobody, you know, actually out there
Right.
doing stuff. Blues is similar to that, where it's like, but everybody wants to be a blues player. Everybody from Slash to whatever,
Right.
putting blues albums out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's getting kind of like, and Joe Bonamassa kind of like, you know, holds the whole thing of that whole thing like that. So. I've been talking about it. I have bad stories about him though.
About Joe Bonamassa? Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of wacky.
All right, screw him.
Should I do? I shouldn't be getting negative, right? No.
All right. Well,
love you, Joe.
But it's an interesting point that you mentioned jazz because I know David Clark, our pal David Clark, does the Billy Joel thing. His wife Cindy is a jazz trumpet player. She's had several number ones in the jazz chart.
I know she is. Yes.
Cindy Bradley. She's
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic trumpet player. One of the funniest people you ever meet in your life. She's wonderful. But yeah, she has to work a full-time job.
Yeah.
You would think somebody who's been number one on any chart, you would just assume, you know, oh, they must be famous and doing well.
Yeah.
It's not the case these days, you know. We mentioned like the 50s and we mentioned even blues artists from the 20s. Like I personally, I mean, I wasn't alive then, obviously, but to me, based on what I know about those times compared to now, it seems to me like now it's hard. It's harder than it's ever been to get your name out and make your money at it.
You know, it's the publicity that comes with it. Getting your name out's not hard because you can go on to Facebook, you can go on to, depending on how many friends you have. Like social media, you can be all over the place. If they don't know who you are,
right?
That's the hard part about it. Even
Exactly.
though you're there, but you can have it plastered all over the place. But
everybody's doing that too. That's the problem too.
That's the hard part about it. Like if, you know, even like products, like if you had a really great idea of a product,
right?
And you know, your friends know like how unbelievable it is. Kind of like Famous Amos guy who became like this big thing, but somebody got behind him, did the money, blah blah, and gave him, you know, what he needed to get out there.
Yeah.
The same thing with it. You need backing. You need money. That's
Yep,
what it's
absolutely
all about.
right.
It's really something. And the more you have it, the more people will hear what's going on. And there's a lot of payola still going on. It's ridiculous in a certain sense. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's you know, so.
But all right, and I'm not asking for you know, numbers, but you know, from a guy who started with Marty Ballin, I guess 50 years ago, you've been able to
35.
35.
Thank you.
You've been.
How old do I really look? Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Come on.
Well,
this is a comedy show. I'm sorry. That's supposed to be a joke. Thank you very much.
For a long time.
There you go.
Have you been able to, like, you know?
Use that with stuff? Or is that
Well, have you been able to sustain and make a career out of it, or do you have like quote unquote real jobs?
I did for a while. I've kind of cut back on a couple of things. I teach too.
Oh, you do?
I teach
Okay.
guitar. So that's my kind of curriculum,
Right.
I guess you'd say. But I used to own a music store back in
oh,
probably about 20 years ago. I owned one on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, King James Music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, why do I?
It's yeah.
Why do I know that? Did Godfrey play there or something?
No, it wasn't. It was an actual instrument.
Yeah,
store.
no, I get that, but did he? Did he have anything to do with it?
I
Did
don't
he
think
go
so.
there?
No, back then I wouldn't. I didn't know who he was back then.
Okay.
Probably.
Was there anybody that we know that used to go there or something? I've definitely heard
a lot
of it.
People came in.
Yeah?
If you were in
Okay.
Brooklyn, you would go there. It was Sam Ash or us.
Okay.
And
All
we were
right.
more of a mom and pop stores, so we could give you good deals. But yeah, but that's. I mean, I've been doing that. That was a while. That was my day job. It's funny. I wake up, look at guitars. I go to work, look at guitars, go out and jam at night. Some of the jams they used to have. I'd be playing all night during a week, and then I come home, look at guitars, and go to sleep. It was my life was completely like, you know, it's crazy.
Right.
But then I started teaching, which is really, really great. A lot of really great, talented younger people out there that I'm kind of
Sure.
knowing, you know, so it's
Oh,
good.
that's cool.
And putting it on to them. I'll have students coming that are like 10 years old that'll be like, you know, when Jimmy Page played this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Right.
how'd you get that? And my parents, obviously, you know, tell them what's
Nice.
going on.
Right.
Turning him into that. You know, some of them like they want to know about the Taylor Swift chords,
Right.
Which is that's great too. Anybody playing,
Sure.
but that's pretty much that. But I mean, that subsidizes like my weekly thing, and then I'm playing on weekends. And things are getting better though. We have some really really good shows. I got some really good stuff like the Iridium is good, some festivals and blah blah blah. But different times of the year, that's really 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 cool.
I love the
But
Iridium.
doing unless I mean Frank though, he was the circuit too and stuff like that. Unless you're doing Jimmy Buffett or whatever or night,
right?
You'll see like the attendance of what's going on. But I'll throw in stuff. I'll throw in things that may be familiar to people. Like even when we play. When I do like the blues stuff, whatever, like it's a little more uppity, it's a little more happy sounding. I think that's for women alike. Is if men want to come and their wife says, we have a lot of older crew that comes down, and the wife's like, I don't want to go to a fucking blues show. But then if people are dancing and they're like, then they don't mind going, then they'll come. Which they'll come.
Right. A lot of you say blues. A lot of people think
it's a big,
a slow "Have you ever loved a woman" all night long type, but they don't realize that there's "Sweet Home Chicago" type music too that you can get up and dance to.
We try to make it a little different. At Great South Bay, actually, I did something with a trombone. So we made it into
that was the Hound Dog.
New Orleans thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all you need is a trombone to make it sound, or a trumpet. And you can play and have a little different kind of a beat. You know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
Like that, kind of like that Bo Diddley thing. And you can make it into that, which everybody likes that. That's the whole jam band thing too, like that. That's like that. But I'm telling you, but if I jump into, the Blues Foundation in Memphis, when there's a contest going on, they have a clause in their bylaws. It says if you play Mustang Sally, you're disqualified.
That's fantastic.
It's serious.
Yeah.
But if I jump into that song, that whole place is singing, Ride, Sally, ride.
Right.
It's incredible. So
it's like Sweet Caroline too. They all have to jump in at those. So good, so good.
You need to play for yourself,
right?
But there's a reason why you got to play for the people.
Absolutely.
At the same time, you can throw in a couple of things for yourself,
right?
And if people like that too, and you're having fun, then that's great. You don't have to like really sacrifice your life for,
that's what I enjoy about your music in particular, because here on Long Island, we're tribute band central.
Oh, yeah.
But we get a guy like
a lot
you.
Of great ones too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not knocking. I love it.
No, but I'm with you. And I don't. Yeah, I mean, people will knock stuff like that once in a while. Not that you're doing that. And I'll say the same thing. Mm-hmm. But I do know that there are some that are really great.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing. There are some that I'm surprised. I'm not going to get into it. Of who they play. Like, how does anybody? Do they have more than 2 songs?
Right.
I mean, this.
Well, I did that with, and I didn't. I hope I didn't insult him, but with Mark Newman. I don't know if you know Mark.
Oh, I know
he
Mark
has a
well.
little feet tribute band. I asked him flat out in here. I go, there's an audience. Like, you guys can get gigs playing Little Feat. I didn't mean to insult him, but I was surprised. I didn't know Little Feat had that much of a following that there could be a tribute band.
I mean, that's
Sorry, Mark.
There's not enough. There's a couple of them. But Beatles, of course, there's Strawberry Fields, there's a couple of them that are doing stuff.
And there's 1,800 Billy Joel bands here on Long Island.
There's a lot of that. How about Grateful Dead?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but
everybody,
Tom Sanfilippo is a friend. So,
so
you stick with Half Step, and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't see anybody else.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about you, because you have great covers. In fact, you mentioned Dylan before. You have a great cover out there of "Girl from the North Country."
Yes,
which is kick ass.
Yeah.
And I made a list here. Where is it? I saw a version of you doing Little Wing, which to me was like. You almost mixed Hendrix and Clapton's versions together.
Yeah.
Which I was like, it blew me away. Loved it. Let's see what else. Mino Frisco, fantastic. Statesboro Blues, you did like a New Orleans Cajun version, which I absolutely loved.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Something like that. I mean, I'd rather not, take it right off the copy of what it is.
Right.
If you heard the original song, really, really quick, I'll do this really quick.
Well, yeah, and then hold on to that, because we need you to play something.
Yeah.
We've been on we're halfway through already, and we haven't gotten a song.
It's like a, wake up mama, turn your lamp down low. Well, wake up mama, turn your lamp down low. Well, you got some nerve, baby. Turn a good job from your door. I mean, the original song is like that's like my own version of the original song, but it's not "Wake Up, Mama,
Right.
Turn Your Lamp," which is great. That's a great version.
Of course.
So we did a "Wake Up, Mama, Turn Your Lamp Down Low." So I took it to a different type of thing like that.
Yeah.
Blues is like that, and it has a thing where I could do this, right? And that's what's kind of cool about the whole system of it. Just the 3 chords, what you're playing, right? Guitar chords, E, A, C, G, D. You know what I mean? When somebody goes to me and says, "Oh, we're going to play this one in F or B flat," I'm like, "Really?" You know, I'm like,
Right.
I don't know what it was, you know. But the regular guitar chords, you could use, if I'm doing this, is tuned to a G, actually, an open G tuning. So I could do, like that song, that's 3 different versions I did of that one song.
Right.
And there's all those tunes you could do that with. And depending on where you're playing and what you're doing, you could have, like, if there's a dancing crowd, then you could get that up to the...
Right.
Which is fun. If people sit there watching, you could do like a little... You know, and people would just...
Yeah, that's cool.
The slide, you know, it's funny. I love the... When I first heard slide, I didn't even know it was a slide playing. I heard Dwayne first, you know, which everybody, you know, got turned on to it.
Yeah.
And I was always like, wow, it's a great sound. Like, what the hell is he doing? You know, it's wacky. Then I heard, like, Garcia playing regular guitar, realized that he plays pedal steel also, and some of his little things like pedal steel feels, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But then I heard Johnny Winter, and I get into the open G tuning thing. I was like so blown away by it. I said, I got to get one of those guitars. So I ended up getting, like, about 40-something years ago, I ended up getting a Dobro, which is like that one with the big hubcap, like that kind of sound. And he had one that was all actually metal, an all metal one. I was looking at it, I was like, wow, it's a little more expensive though.
Clapton Unplugged, you see a lot. He uses that
well,
a lot.
He had that
on
like that too, yeah, those tunes. And he does a lot of really, really great stuff. Some guys, he plays with a pick sometimes. I do my fingers. It's funny, the hardest part about playing slide is this hand, not this.
Really?
What I'm doing is, that was Dwayne's thing. And Derek Trucks, obviously, he's the big one. And what I do is I dampen strings. I can play without dampening the guitar. Now, this is what it's going to sound like. Okay? You'll hear a lot of extraneous noise.
Right, yeah.
When I'm dampening. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting, I'm holding, I'm playing the slide over the strings I'm playing. So say the first 3 strings on the bottom. So it's... I'm using this. So I'm holding the other ones down at the same time. And this is really strange. It's like, my brother showed me how to play it one day. I was trying to do it. And he said, you gotta do this. You gotta like take your fingers off to make it sound clean. Unless you want to, you can also go without it.
Right.
Or, you gotta say again. So, but depending on what you're doing, there's no like right way or wrong way depending on what you're trying to do.
Sure.
So I'm trying to make it clean. So that's why I'm doing that like that. And it took me literally about a half hour to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't pat myself on the back, but in my life, there's one thing that I actually could do. My dad was a designer for Grumman Aircraft, and he was a great artist. My father, like when he was really young as a kid, he was in school drawing on a desk. This is 1925.
Wow.
And teacher kept him after school and said, I want you to draw for me, and showed him that he had perspective and that he had a talent for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't, if I write my name, you'll be like, is that Henry Joe? Like, you can't, I mean, I can't use a pen or whatever. I'm left-handed also. So it's like, there are talents that people have where it's in there where you can do it. But for some reason, out of the blue, if I never played, I would never know that I could actually play or do that kind of, it's more of a motor skill of understanding what it is.
Right.
I try to tell people, listen, once you get it, it's like riding a bike. You know, I try to teach people how to do it. And but I'm telling you, it took about a half hour. I couldn't believe I could actually do my fingers like that. I was like, wow. I think I picked a little bit.
That's amazing to me because depending on what you're doing, I always thought, it's here and slide. But I didn't know you had to change what you're doing.
The hardest part about it is to make it sound clean. because you're playing individual things like
Right.
that. And also, on a slide guitar, here we go, technical again, is that when you're playing on the fret itself. I'm not in between. See, when I'm fretting it, when I'm playing guitar, you're playing behind the fret.
Right.
So the fret's making the sound, right?
Right.
But if I want that to sound with the slide, I got to play on the
Right.
fret itself.
Right.
If I go behind it, it'll be a full flat.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I'm looking at things, we're going. So I have to play exactly on that slide and get to it.
Right.
You can get to it by hearing the sound and going to the slide itself. But that's what it is like that. But yeah, it's a different kind of voice, different kind of thing. What's nice too is like, play guitar.
Okay.
Come on, Frank, we're here.
I'm coming.
There's a reason why you're here.
Just nod once in a while.
But we'll do a GCD, like
Sure.
you do a G, like do like a G, like. C. G. D. C. Nice. We go. What is that chord? I gotta learn that chord. That's nice. Very nice. Very nice. It's a Beatle chord or something. There.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, with Frank, it's definitely a Beatle thing.
But anyway, there you go. But the thing is, the voicing is different. Even though I'm tuned different than he is, he's in standard tuning. I'm in open tuning.
Right.
And it gets a nice kind of stereo effect like that.
Sure.
When guys doing it like that, it's kind of cool.
Right. That was very cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Of course, man.
He hears a song once, or he knows exactly where to go, what to do. It's crazy. All right, so but the originally we were talking about doing covers and stuff, but you also, again, you have such a great mix, whether it's covers and then originals too, or as far as I know, they're originals because I'd never heard them anywhere else. 5-Time Man, Thank You Jesus, Jesus in Baton Rouge, Well Trained Girl, which I thought was fantastic, but then you have Leaning on Everlasting Arms, Leaning in Everlasting Arms. So
That's
I have that
an
right?
old song. That's like way back, probably 1800s probably.
So that's not yours. But it was beautiful. I'd never heard that before.
Maria Fairchild, very good friend of mine. I met her at Baca.
Okay, yeah.
It's that one out in Lindenhurst?
Yes, Lindenhurst.
And I played that one time, a bunch of years ago. And she was there with another band playing. And she played something called a claw hammer banjo. And what it is instead of when I'm finger picking, it's like, so I'm using this part of my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
She goes like this, and she plays down.
Okay.
When she's playing the banjo.
That's how Lindsey Buckingham plays, right? That's how he tears his fingernails off.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So she plays like that, and so I said to her, let's get together and play sometime. So we did a gig together, and then we ended up going in and making a little CD together. And she had that song. She plays guitar on it, and I play slide on it behind her.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But I never heard it myself. And when I said it, it's a great tune.
Oh, it was
beautiful. So we did that, and it's got to be 150 years old. It's probably from Civil War.
I had no idea. But the other ones are yours. The other ones I mentioned?
Oh, the other ones, they're mine, yeah.
Okay. And I was actually, like I said, we have only a half hour left, and we haven't even heard a song yet, a full song. If you want to do a little Well Trained Girl, is that all right?
I haven't played that.
Play whatever you want. Play whatever you want.
I don't have the words.
I'm just happy that you're playing.
Say, is he kidding with those words?
Oh, jeez.
I've gotten yelled at.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
I have. It's amazing.
It's one of the reasons I love that song.
It's a joke.
Exactly.
It's a freaking...
Exactly.
Yeah, please stop. Oh, let's see what we got. New Orleans. You can all sing at home. Come when I say New Orleans, you all say New Orleans. Here we go. my red beans. Give me my poor boy, muffled a lot of dreams down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Laissez les bon temps. That's French, but good times roll. I got my crawfish pie, my Creole belle. Mighty Mississippi's moving fast as hell down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Laissez les bon temps rouler. Mississippi's moving fast as hell down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Laissez les bon temps rouler. There we go. Thank you.
Nice.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Oof.
Damn. That's amazing. You mentioned the Iridium before. I saw Albert Lee is coming back there. Have you ever seen Albert Lee? I love Albert Lee.
Unbelievable, fantastic.
Yeah,
there's a great video on YouTube. You can find it. It's with him and David Evans, and they're doing Sweet Little Lisa.
Oh, Dave Edmonds.
Dave Evans.
Sorry, I thought you said Dave
he's
Evans.
on. Yeah. And,
yeah, I've seen that.
I don't think he passed away. He's really sick.
He's okay. He's on, actually, I saw something.
Last week this was something about
But
that.
his wife's Facebook page, she posted something about a miracle recovery.
Yeah. Oh, so he's doing good. Okay,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always loved him with Rock Pile and stuff.
Love Rock Pile. I have all those albums.
It's him recording in the studio with Albert Lee playing that song. And Dave Evans is there behind the console.
Yes.
And Albert's jamming out these unbelievable riffs.
Yeah, I think I've
he's
seen
like
this.
looking, he's laughing like.
Yeah.
It's such a great video.
Huey Lewis is in the studio too with them, right? He's standing. One of the guys standing there.
I think. Yeah.
I've seen that video. Yeah,
it's a great video.
It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, he's incredible. He really is.
Love Albert.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
And for a guy from England to play that great country music, it's amazing how he does it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lot of it. Yeah, old American.
Yeah,
stuff.
that whole that great like that Telecaster twang.
Yeah. Yes.
For a guitar player, you know what's going on.
Love Albert Lee.
Cool.
How do you pick what songs you want to cover?
I know the words. I swear to God, that's it.
That's easy enough.
I'll sit there and say, "This is great." I know the words to the song, and I'll know. And what's funny about blues songs is that there's a call. There's like a call and I think it's a call and answer, but there's like two lines are the same, and then there's an answer to it.
Right.
So it's like every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. If you see me wearing a woman, it's you I hate to lose. So it's like to me it's so easy just to to get the words of that. It's cool.
Yeah.
So but it's usually me knowing words, and a lot of times I'm king of playing and not knowing any words and just making them up. Nobody knows the difference.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
There's a song I do. It's let me do it really quick. Yeah. It's "Hold On, I'm Coming."
Oh, Sam and Dave.
Sam and Dave. Yeah. So
Nice.
it's. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Now here you go. Ready? If you ever change your mind, come on, baby. All the time. It's gonna be nice without baby. And I love you, baby, so much. Yeah, hold on. That wasn't a line at all from the song.
Oh, really?
That's not even close to what they're saying.
That's funny.
But I just don't know the words of the song. But I play the song all the time. Every night I make up different verses. And nobody's going to say,
Right.
please get your crap together. This is not right. What are you doing? So.
Or there's one guy just shut up, go away.
Yeah, it's but that's what's well, that's the old. I'm sure you know this one. He's a Beatle man.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Because you could put anything in you can sing anything to any song.
Right.
Literally, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It always killed me how Elton John would. Bernie Taupin would write the words, and he'd give it to Elton John, and Elton John would write the song.
Right.
I couldn't do that for a million. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Really?
I'd have to like sit there and hum scrambled eggs, and throw words in like I was just doing to write a song. You know what I mean? But to write two thing like that, that's a whole other talent. In
Sure.
a lot of ways, you know.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, and speaking of Beatles, I was just watching this morning. They put out a video. I was watching it when you got here. John Lennon doing "Come Together" because they're re-releasing this big box set of a concert he did at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah.
And he's singing "Come Together," and he was awful with words.
Oh, he
and
made it up,
here come old flat top. He's got fartsy ass. Oh, hairy assholes. I never picked that up before. I'm sitting there watching. I'm sitting right here setting up, and I'm watching. I rewound it, and the text is on the bottom. Sure enough, it said "fartsy, hairy asshole." Holy shit! I was laughing. All right, so we have this is flying by the way. This is great. Kerry Kearney is here. The album, the Kerry Kearney Band, it's fantastic. Go get it. Go get it on paradiddlerecords.com, KerryKearneyofficial.com. Kearney.
Thank you.
Not Kearney.
Right. That's right. That's right.
All right. I'm going to throw. So I do this with a lot of guests where I throw out some mutual friends. You can say whatever you want. Before I do that, I'm just throwing other names of people that you have a history with.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want. I'm not even sure what your history is with some of these people, but I know that you've crossed paths with them somehow. But I'll start. You mentioned Marty Ballin before, but I'll bring him up first. I don't know if there was anything more you wanted to say or not. You can say whatever you want, or you don't have to say anything at all about these names.
He was great. What was great about him was that, I mean, with all he did in history with like Psychedelta and Psychedelta. Here I go again.
That's one of your albums, right?
Psychedelta, yeah. Well, that whole thing too. Really quick. I was playing with a Grateful Dead band, the Electrics. They're really popular. Good friends of mine. I grew up with a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And I was at some place in Brooklyn. We were playing one night. I played my dobro with them. Like we did a blues song, and the guy says, "Wow, that was like Psychedelta." And I was like, "Oh, I'm stealing that, man. That's a great word."
I was about to say.
And so, but that was that. But he was with psychedelic things and this and that, and what he did. He was very. He was, and you were like an equal to him, which was great. Like I always looked at him as being like this, guy up in a, I mean, like some of these people that you grow up listening to. It's like it's a different kind of thing. I was never really an autograph guy and this and that kind of stuff. I mean, I did a couple of things in my life, like autograph wise, but I was never like that kind of like looking at people and things like that.
Right.
But he always had this thing about him that was very, very interesting, like that, Marty. And
I always the Rolling Stones, Altamont. They put together that famous concert. They hired the Hells Angels to do security. They ended up killing a guy. Yeah. If you watch the movie, there's that one scene where they're causing all sorts of mayhem while the airplane is playing, and there's Marty Ballin getting into it, and he's beating the shit out of these Hells Angels.
He got hit with a pull.
Right, yes. Yeah, was he like that, though, rehearsing? Like, if you got something wrong, was he swinging?
No, he was cool.
I'm joking.
No, he was, because I asked him, we talked about it a couple of times. He told me a couple of really correct. He told me about Woodstock. He goes, people come up to me every day and say about Woodstock. He goes, I don't even remember. He goes, we were just a band on. Here you go, band off. See you later. Yeah. And that was like he has no idea like what was going on.
Oh wow!
The best story he had a couple of stories actually about songs that he wrote. One was "Volunteers of America."
Great song.
I used to play it every night with him. Actually, we used to play, and they had their own big like mansion off Golden Gate Park. The Grateful Dead had a house. The airplane house, right? Big beautiful place. And one day he was laying on the couch sleeping after a big, long freaking, drinking night. And a Volunteers of America truck, which is like the Salvation Army, came by and knocked over his garbage cans. And he opened the window like, blah, blah, what the fuck wrong? Blah, blah, blah. And he wrote down, "Want a Revolution."
Oh, wow.
And it's about getting knocked over. People think it's a Vietnam song.
Right. Knocked over garbage can.
But it's a garbage can. That's how he wrote the song. It's Volunteers of America. And he used to laugh every time he played it. Everybody get up and he'd be like doing a fight back. And it was like he was thinking, about the thing.
Thinking about his garbage.
There's a beautiful song. It's called Coming Back to Me.
Okay.
And it was used in a bunch of movies. One called Flashback with Dennis Hopper. There's whatever. But anyway, it's on the second Airplane album, actually, Little Sick Pillow. And when he said that they set up in RCA Studios in the corner, and they basically lived there. They would record an album, go out tour, come back,
Right.
and stuff. So one day down the hall was Tony Bennett.
Oh.
And so Marty, the mystery about him is that he was a big fan of everything, Broadway and everything.
Kidding.
He loved all singers, everybody. He was always positive about people, never had a bad word about anything.
Wow.
And Tony Bennett, he said, Tony Bennett was down to sing. That's how I wrote the song. And so he wrote a song and said, holy shit, Tony Bennett's here. You know what I mean? Let's write a tune for him. So he wrote that song. Now, these guys are like smoking the best pot in the world. You know what I mean? So he says, we were like a bunch of clowns coming out of a car. He goes, the whole airplane, we ran down to the other studio, opened the door, with like smoke was like behind us. And there's Tony Bennett. And they said, Tony, we have a song. And they got security to throw them out.
Wow.
They didn't know they didn't know who they were.
Right.
He goes, we're the band down the hall. And they had no idea. And they ended up throwing him out of the studio. We're like, wait a second. You have to call somebody to get it back in again.
Wow.
But that song, but really beautiful song. You can see him. I'm sure maybe later in his years he might have even did it. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
I think Annie Lennox did it on one of her compilation
no kidding.
things. Yeah.
I'll have to
Come
look
back
for
to me. Beautiful song if you heard it out there.
One of the best concerts I ever saw was Annie Lennox. And I've
Really?
seen a lot of freaking
Oh, I love
concerts.
her. Yeah, she's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, who do we got here? Oh, all right, you mentioned just a minute ago, too, Jerry Garcia.
Really quick. I know you don't have much time here.
No, we got 15 minutes.
Okay. Right down my block, I used to live in a place called Fairfax. It was beautiful. It's in the mountains, north of San Francisco. And how many times have you heard this story? So what happened was...
you buying a June lunch or something after this for making her sit here?
So what happened was there was a Mexican restaurant down my block. So a friend of mine came from New York and was sitting there. And right over here, like about as far away as where she is, was Jerry Garcia and his wife.
Oh, nice.
And the next week I was playing a show with him. Okay, it was called Electric on the Eel River. This place in Guernsville, California. It's like a big Humboldt County. They grow pot there. They give you like, these pounds and pounds of pot just to hang out. So, whatever. So anyway, so we're sitting there. So I told a friend of mine, I said, listen, don't turn around. He's a big Grateful Dead fan. I said, don't turn around yet. When he gets up, he looked at me and goes, oh my God. I said, don't say nothing. When he gets up, I'll come around. I'll say, hey, Jerry, we're playing next week. We're on the bill with you, whatever. Da-da-da-da. So he gets up. A friend of mine and I, we walk out and we catch him, him and his wife. So I said to him, I said, Jerry, how you doing? I'm playing in Guernsville next year. I play with Marty. And he goes, oh, great. How's Marty doing? Blah, blah, blah. So I said, a friend of mine wants to get your autograph. It's cool. He says, oh, sure. Friendliest guy in the world. Some of the biggest people in the world. They're so friendly.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And so he goes, sure. So he takes my friend's hat, got a magic marker. And I'm sitting there like, that's what I said about getting autographs. I had a red pair of Converse, high top, Chuck Taylors. I said, fuck it. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Everything's cool?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So I take it off. I hand it to him, and his wife goes, don't touch his sneaker. And I was like, and he goes, don't worry about it. So he signed my sneaker, my Jerry Gus sneaker, I always called it, right? So, I saw him the next week, whatever. He didn't remember who I was. So I left him in California with an old friend of mine. To this day, I don't even know where they are.
Oh, wow.
I went on eBay one day, and they're $30,000.
Oh, jeez.
They didn't sell them, but if you have an autograph of Garcia like that and something like that, it's about $30,000 for the freaking
Well,
thing.
yeah, because he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you never found those sneakers on eBay?
No, I'd be freaked out if I saw that.
Yeah, really.
But it was great though. That was my Jerry Garcia.
I can't believe it's 30 years since he's gone. It just past the anniversary.
And they're bigger than
crazy
ever.
to me.
I mean,
yeah.
they can play forever. That's
that's
one place that one organization that really did the right thing. Like Jimmy Buffett too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he only had one song pretty much on the radio.
Right.
Yeah. Parrot Heads.
The Coral Reefer Band, they're opening for. They're still playing with the Doobies.
Heard they were great too.
Yeah.
The other night, yeah. Jones Beach.
Robert Randolph.
I don't know him well. We played the Great South Bay, and we talked a little bit. And he says, hey, come on, jam. He told me play a little bit. So come on, jam some tunes with us. And I went up there and did like a song with him.
Oh,
and it was
nice.
fantastic. That was really, really great. He was very, very humble, very easy, very like open and to.
Yeah, he comes across that way when I see him in interviews.
He does like a lot of religious.
Yes,
stuff.
he has some religious CDs out.
Things like that. Yeah,
Yep.
the holy slide stuff.
Yeah,
he's a monster.
Oh,
like Jimi Hendrix of the pedal steel. You know what I mean?
He has a great. Speaking of Doobies, he has a great version of "Jesus Is Just All Right" with Clapton.
I've heard that.
It's amazing.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Let's see. You mentioned earlier, but we're going to do it again. B.B. King.
Yes. Oh, here we go. It's funny. I'm sorry about everybody. I was called right after 9/11. I'm sorry. I was right after Sandy. That was like a really, really big thing for us down here. I lost my house and everything. in
Oh,
Sandy.
wow.
And I was called by what was it again?
Those people.
Jesus.
Oh, you were
Can't
called by
think of it.
Jesus. Okay.
Jesus. Just call me back. It was Westbury Music Fair.
Oh.
They were having, and they said, "Would you come and open?" I was like, "Oh my God, this is great! It's a great time right now." So we go there, and we do our set. And there was like, I don't know what there was, maybe like 3,000 people, whatever it is, and everybody came early. So we had but by the time my second song was on, the whole place was full.
Nice.
It was great. And after my set, I saw the Moody Blues there about 2 weeks prior, and when it goes around the thing, you walk back up to the dressing room again and come down.
Right.
And so when the Moody Blues played, they walked up, and everybody's trying to high five, and they wouldn't do anything, right? So that night after my set, last song, I put my guitar down, and they're still playing, and I walked up there, and I high fived every single person.
Absolutely.
I was saying, like, this is ridiculous.
Choice
So
for a
anyway,
music fan.
the long story short. So anyway, BB, when he get off his bus, he's coming in, and we were like eating before the show, and he walks up, and he's in a wheelchair, and there's like 3 or 4 guys with him in the same suits, like this, like his proud, mafia guys with him, and one guy's holding his guitar like a holy sepulchre, like the Pope, walking with it, like, oh my God, this is unbelievable.
Lucille.
But I said to myself, should I try to say hello to him? I was like, maybe he's sick, I feel bad, blah blah blah. After the next day, I'm on Facebook, and there's my drummer Mario, sitting in his lap with a picture from that night. I'm like, what the hell is this crap?
Oh, wow.
And he goes, well, I knew the band from what we used to do. I was like, oh God, I didn't even say hello to him.
Right.
I would say like what he's done, like music and stuff like that. But we played with BB 3 times. We played with him one time there, one at Paramount, and one at the Great South Bay, which is sad because a lot of people were leaving actually when he was playing. He was playing.
People were leaving while B.B. King was playing?
Yeah. He was
What's
at
wrong
the
with
end.
those people?
He kept playing the same tune. He kept playing one song he did, like I forget the tune, but he kept doing this over and over.
Thrill Is
over
Gone?
again. No, it wasn't one of his songs actually. It was an old like a what should we call it, like a fairy tale song. Like they did, like kind of like a blues version of it, and everybody was people were leaving like crazy. Dickie Betts also the same thing when he played.
Yeah,
people were leaving like in droves. At the end of it when he was playing,
What's
he was
that
sick
about?
at the time. He wasn't doing really well.
Yeah, but
I shouldn't say that about him. But believe me, these guys are all big heroes of mine.
Yeah, of course,
I
yeah.
felt bad for it, seeing that like that. How they do that. B.B. King, I felt like they basically just ran him into the ground. I mean, they were making money like crazy.
Yeah,
and he played
sure.
like 300 nights a year or something like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So they kept their job going. Like even I bet he felt they wanted him on there.
That's something.
So,
all right, I'll throw one more, and then I'll move on to more like actual people that we know. The Blues Brothers. You have.
We opened up for it once. That was
okay.
it. No big deal.
Well, that's
but what's funny
that's
was
a big deal to
at
me.
the Paramount, it was John Blues. Jen Aykroyd didn't have an amplifier, so he needed an amp. So he asked me if he could use my amp.
A place,
that was great. I had a big amp. I was like, yeah, absolutely, it was great.
a place like the Paramount, they don't supply stuff
They
like
didn't
that?
have that night. They didn't have anything.
Oh,
from
that's
them.
weird.
But that was that. He was very friendly. Jim was a different story. He was
yeah?
like not really like he was like yelling about this and that and
Oh wow.
the cookies they're too soft. What is this? I want hard cookies.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I actually got cookies. There.
Yeah, you haven't opened the cookies. What's that about?
Oh, open them.
I'm on a diet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Listen, I have a bag. I brought these guys. I'm going to show a bag of bagels. Okay?
The guitar and the bagels.
I mean, it's just you smell those.
That's the name of your next album.
yeah.
Guitars and bagels.
Guitars and bagels,
That's the
right.
name
And
of the next
pizza.
album. And pizza.
And pizza. I'm picking. Right.
And the fresh bakery.
But there you go.
Oh, yeah?
But I haven't been dipping into these at all. Fresh bagels, right from Brooklyn. There you
All right. Well, we're almost done, so you'll be able to eat.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to throw some names, some mutual friends. All right. We mentioned Bill Lifford already. We mentioned David Clark. Deanna D.
Yes.
Tremendous singer. She's in the Heart Tribute Band?
Yes. I don't know her too well, but fantastic. She's contacted me a couple times maybe about doing something.
She's great.
And she's great. Yeah, I want to contact her again.
Danny Keene.
Oh my God.
Love that guy.
What a talent! What a natural talent! Unbelievable. I just played with him recently. We did a thing over in on the North Shore. We did a show, and he was just fantastic. He has so much soul and so much. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. But let's be honest. his Facebook posts. Some of them, like, don't you just want to smack him with some of those corny jokes?
I see you writing them down. What do you mean?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Your next show.
I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Rick Eberly.
I know Rick for a long time. Yeah, Rick's great. He's got a great band. And
yes, he does.
I known him way back in, actually from the old, in Farmingdale. The old...
the downtown?
The downtown, yeah. I mean, he used to like book some stuff there. I remember him from that. Yeah.
Todd Wolf.
Oh, I haven't talked to Todd in a long time.
I had him on here.
Oh, did you really? Okay, he's great.
He is, I'll tell you the truth, you close your eyes and you think that's Clapton playing.
Yeah.
He really is. He's that good.
He's on one of the shows, one of the Crossroads shows he's playing.
Yes.
Yeah, with the Clapton thing, which is great.
Yeah. Started out with Sheryl Crow.
With Sheryl, yeah.
That was
Boy
like
from Queens, I think. I think he's from Queens.
Yeah, right. I think you're right about that. But he's also...
Todd's great. He's playing barbecue a lot before he moved out to California.
Yeah, he's in California.
Yeah,
but he
great
also,
guy.
which I didn't know until I was talking to him, he also, I don't know what the title is, but he's a guy that finds locations for movie shoots, like for scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. But he was talking about that a lot.
Location finder.
Yeah, I guess that.
There you go.
We'll go with that. All right, last one. Sue and Tom Fascino.
I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Great
Tom
people.
He was a great player. Yeah.
Great
Sue was
drummer.
great. Tom used to play drums. We used to jam a lot back in the old... actually, this is going back to the Riverhead Blues Festival days, like 20 years ago.
Sure. I remember that.
Yeah. Sue and Tom, yeah.
Great people.
Great.
Love them.
Yeah, love them. Yeah.
I've known Sue, I don't know, since I was a teenager. So, 40-something years I've known them. They're, wonderful people. All right. That's all right. So that's all the names I have. You did a nice job. Well
Thank you so
done.
much.
Well done.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you.
So, all right. Before we go, are there any particular gigs you want to promote? Give us your socials, your website, all that good stuff.
You know, the website's kerrykearney.com official. You can see that. We're going to be at Northport tomorrow, Friday, an outdoor at the gazebo there. We're going to be doing it in the park. We're playing it tomorrow at like 7 o'clock. We're there around. Sunday is really fun. It's a slideshow, and it's we have Frank Latour, this guy Bennett Harris, really great old-fashioned, old-time player. My good friend Kane Daly, and we're doing it's called a slide dance party. We do every season we do one, and this is going to be our summer dance party.
That's cool.
At Katie's, 2 o'clock.
Nice
on Sunday.
Okay, very nice.
Cool.
And the Kerry Kearney Band, that's the name of the latest album, but he's got 20 albums.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Go get them and support your local artists.
Thank you.
All right, so we're just about to go. All right, I'll give you a choice. Before we go, you could either share with us some memorable gigs where, something cool might have happened, or you could play a song.
I'll play a song.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
I'll play a tune.
Cool.
Nice.
Thank
That's
you
what I was
very
hoping you
much,
would
Thanks
say.
again. Thank you very much. All right, here's a little fast, little ditty. Let's see what I got here.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Now I'm failing blues school right now because I know I've heard that, but I couldn't place it. What was that?
It was just...
Yeah, it was just you playing?
Yeah, just jamming, yeah.
That sounds like something that I've heard.
Pony Boy.
Pony Boy.
Pony Boy, carry me home.
Okay, yeah.
Give me one second really quick. Lord knows I'm happy that you're good. the time. Morning comes and it's time to go. Pony boy, carry me home. Pony boy, carry me home. Home Brothers.
Very nice. Yeah, that was great. Kerry, Kearney, ladies and gentlemen, this was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are the best.
Anytime.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. It's great.
All right,
Thanks, Tom.
it is time for us to get out of here. We got Sports Bash with Peter Schwartz coming up at 1 o'clock. So we are a half hour away from Peter. And I hope Peter picks on Mad Dog Russo, because Mad Dog Russo was picking on Gary Cohen yesterday, which makes him a bigger dick than he already is.
Didn't know that.
So, yeah, we're big Met fans here. So, Peter Schwartz at 1 o'clock. What's today? Thursday. We got Primal Scream with Nick Greystone tonight at 8 o'clock. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow morning at 9. I'll be back here tomorrow with Rosie, and Lou Pratts will be with us, so we're going to have some fun. And then Don tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with comedian Greg Vaccarello, who you can see at Governor's McGuire's in Bohemia tomorrow night. Also on a Governor's stage this weekend, Tara Canastraci, Mike Keegan, Carla Okerson, Pat O'Rourke, the D-Man, Katie Mack, One Funny Lisa Marie, Harry Friedman, and Greg Vaccarello. Go to govs.com, govs.com to make some reservations to some great comedy shows. Like I mentioned, Gov's Comedy Club podcast. And don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We're doing a game show. Grab the kids. We're doing a kids game show this afternoon at, this evening at 6 o'clock, the Shelter Rock Library. And then go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to see what else we got going on. We'll be at McGuire's in December. Don't forget October 4th. We're doing a stand-up show right here in the Giggle Room at Governor's. October 4th with Joe Pacino, Alec Quinn, and Mike Pacetti. We got some other comedians on that bill as well. And we're working on something really cool in December that we'll tell you about that soon. Mm-hmm. Scott says, great guests. Thank you, Scott. Okay, let's see. I'm not reading that. Okay. I received a cigarette after that guitar. Oh, I need a cigarette after that guitar playing. Says Scott. Very nice. Damn. All right, with that, we're getting out of here. We'll see you guys in a half hour with Peter. Once again, so Frank, we're off next week.
Next week, right.
And then the following Thursday is Bob Buckman?
Bob Buckman.
Bob Buckman from WBAB, sure. Long Island radio legend.
Radio Grill.
Jukebox Grill.
Jukebox Cafe.
Yeah. Jukebox Cafe.
Great, man.
Very nice. Yeah. So again, Kerry, this was great. Thank you again.
Thanks so much, Tony. Thank you.
And June, thank you very much. All right, we're out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We'll see you in a half hour with Peter. See ya.